friends, welcome back to the channel. I am Cher, and today I got in the brand new Charlotte Tilbury fragrances. So her new fragrance line, it is called The Power of Scent to Unlock Emotions. So this is kind of a new direction for Charlotte Tilbury. We'll talk about it, but if you want my take and my review, my very first impressions, maybe a little rankings of each of these scents, then stick around and we will hop right on in. All right, guys, so like I said, brand new line here. I actually picked up the Discovery set. Now, this Discovery set is actually quite affordable. You can get this for only about, I think it was $30. I grabbed it immediately off of her app, but it should be coming, you know, everywhere soon. I will confess that I did indeed even see them in Sephora because I was there shopping on my birthday. And I went ahead and did a sniff test, and then they ended up arriving the same day on my birthday. So I didn't even need to go start sniffing ahead of time instead of waiting for the element of surprise. But we're gonna do the official sniff and review here. Spoiler alert, they were a little different than I really expected. So we'll start from the beginning here. And if you aren't aware of, you know, this fragrance line and what it's about, it's like an aromatherapy basically. And so there's a lot of psychology behind it. Now, I've done aromatherapy for years. I'm kind of a little on the hippie side and big into like essential oils and just the power of smell. There is so much science behind it. And that's kind of, I think, what Charlotte Tilbury is trying to unlock. I think I was just so curious because of the fact that I've done so much aromatherapy. And then now it's from, you know, Charlotte Tilbury. I was like, well, I have to try. And I think too, I don't know why I didn't know this before, but Charlotte actually used to work with the Victoria's Secret Angels. And so this makes a lot of sense to me because it is very reminiscent of like the Victoria's Secret line. I used to do all the fragrances of Victoria's Secret back in the day. I'm a big like Bath and Body Works person, a big Victoria's Secret person. I love all of that. I was also kind of thinking like Sol de Janeiro, although I'm gonna confess to you guys, I am not a big Sol de Janeiro scent or fragrance person. I love like the body oil, but not so much like the fragrance. They're just not my, I don't know what it is. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was sniffing them in Sephora, it was reminding me a lot of those Sol de Janeiro fragrances. But there was at least one, there was a couple that I really liked. So we'll go through them and I'm gonna go do a scent, you know, one by one and see if I still feel the same way. And we're gonna talk about the scents. So we have 6 different scents or fragrances in this line, and each one kind of evokes a different emotion. Pricing real quick, it can go anywhere from like 25 up to 150. It just depends on the size. You've got 100 milliliters for a $150 bottle. So each of these is 1.5 milliliters just to give you a feel for the size. And then you can get 10 milliliter ones for as low as $25. So I'm glad there's a range of sizes. So, I mean, compared to other scents, not completely off. It is called a luxury scent, being that it's Charlotte Tilbury, so she did price it accordingly. Now, we're gonna start with More Sex. That was the first one in here. I love that that was the first in the lineup. I'm like, she knows what we're all going for, right? So, obviously with More Sex, this one is targeting passion and sensuality. So each of these is supposed to really evoke certain emotions through the sense of smell. Let's see, does it make me feel passionate and sensual? We will find out. I'm going to actually spray it on paper though, instead of on my body because, you know, with 6 different scents, it can be hard to like tell them apart when you start spraying too many everywhere. So I'm going to just kind of spray it on a piece of paper. Oh my. I definitely sense that, you know, the sensuality of it for sure. And to be honest, if I smelled this scent on a man, I would like it. I just don't know that I want the scent on me. But I'm going to tell you guys, let me read you the notes on this one. The top notes on this is bold black pepper, magnetic, of course they put magnetic. We want the magnetic in the more sex bottle, right? Magnetic juniper berry oil. The heart notes are seductive sexual accord and leather accord, and the base notes are velvety musk, ambery wood, and sensual sandalwood. So I can tell you right now that I am more of a fruity and floral perfumes person. I love the very beachy and coconut and everything. I am not a leather scent person. I've already started identifying which ones are not me. So this would not be me. Would I wear it for date night though? If I want to evoke certain things. Not me personally, no. But I could see this almost in like a candle, you know, like I can completely see this in a cabin in the woods, put on a candle, and yes, I would have this in a candle. I just don't know that I want it on me, but that's just my own personal preference. I'm gonna see if I can try to figure out ranking these at the end, by the way, but we're gonna go through and kind of get my first thoughts on them. And then I'll give you my rankings and preferences like of favorites at the end. All right, next scent. What do we have next? The next one we have is the Love Frequency. I remember loving this one in the store. Okay, so obviously the emotions that this one is trying to evoke and the essence of it is love. It's scents that are going to make your heart dance. So top notes on this one is pink pepper. The heart notes, which on this one I noticed they listed the heart notes first, and I think that was appropriate for love, all things from the heart. So the heart notes are sultry saffron, romantic rose extract, hypnotic rose essential, and then the base is sensual musk, alluring cashmeran, and ambery woods and patchouli heart. Now I'm not normally, I get a little nervous at patchouli, but I remember in the store I thought this was my favorite one. So we're gonna spray this one, see how it goes. Yes, though it is a little different. It's a little different than I remembered it at the store, but once it lingers for a moment, it's just the right scent. I do pick up on a little bit of rose, but I really am not picking up on the rose as much. I feel like this one does kind of have a little bit more, it's a rose, but what is that I'm smelling? The slightest bit more woody. I don't know, like I feel like it's a little more woody rose, and maybe it's the pink pepper that I could be smelling too. But I do like this one. This one, see, this is what I would wear more for a date night, personally. Like, I wouldn't do this one in his candle as much either. This would be like my date night perfume. So you go with love first for your date, and then you follow up with the sex one. There you go. Layering, right? All right, next we have Joyful. So Joyful is what it sounds like. This is supposed to be kind of like a warm floral vanilla, supposedly. Happiness in a bottle is kind of what it's supposed to be evoking, and just that thought of like euphoria, summer joyfulness. So I like the sound of that it's kind of like summery, and also think summer bouquet as well. So top notes in this one, we have petitgrain oil. I don't know that one, honestly. I haven't heard that one. Keep in mind, I'm actually still a beginner fragrance person, by the way. Euphoric coconut water, neroli oil. The heart notes include tuberose, absolute, warm jasmine and lang lang, if I say that right. It's Y-L-A-N-G. I always see it, but I always forget how you pronounce that. Lang lang, I think. The base is vanilla bean extract, cashmere wood, and powdery musks. I feel like this could be my scent. I don't know, because those sound like some of my notes, especially coconut water, anything with coconut. We'll see. And, you know, just the sound of like a summery, happy scent. So let's give her a try. Yes, this is my scent. This is the one, guys, for me. I knew it. I knew from the sound of it that this was going to be what I liked. Okay, so this is definitely my daytime one. I would definitely wear this one. This would be my everyday one for me personally. My beachy one, my happy one. This is the one. Definitely love it. It is like uplifting, summery. I definitely smell floral. It smells like a bouquet of flowers. It does. Love it. This is my scent. Joyful. I got to remember that one. Next up, we have Magic Energy. So from reading the description of what this is supposed to evoke, it's supposed to be energy and magic. But think of, it says energy in a bottle. And you know, we all wonder, like, you ever see, like, people see our kids. Those of you who have kids, get this. You've probably heard this many times. People always say the same thing. If only we could take some of that energy and put it in a bottle. That's what she's claiming. Let's see if it's true. So let's talk about the notes on it. This is supposed to be sophisticated and reawakening. It's supposed to really bring in the 4 elements of the earth, air, fire, earth, and water. Very interesting. I'm into a little bit of this hippie stuff. So top notes include bergamot, earthy myrtle oil. The heart notes are cypress, ultimate, sweet jasmine, sambac, and seaweed. Interesting. The base is cashmere wood, palo santo, amberous accord, and Orbarium, which I don't know that one at all. I've never heard of that one in a scent. But like I said, I'm new to fragrance. So let's see how this one is. Yes, this one's the most hippie is how I would describe it, as I expected. But, you know, it kind of has some kind of pop in it that is, it's like a sexy twist of hippie. It's not just straight up like incense of what you think of with hippie, you know. It's it does have a nice, like, sophisticated is a great word for it. They describe that well. A very sophisticated. I actually really like it. It might be the bergamot that I'm smelling. The jasmine maybe is what I'm pulling out of this. It is almost a mix of like floral, but with floral meets hippie is the best way I know how to describe it. Interesting. I didn't expect to like that one, but I really do. Wow. Nice. And I need energy. So yeah. So where would I wear that? Honestly, this would be another, I would wear this for an evening out, honestly, for me personally. I love that. I really like that. It almost, gosh, it almost reminds me of Cosmic. I could be wrong. I'm going to have to compare them next to each other now. The new Kylie Jenner one, which I love. So yeah, I really, really like that. Okay, next, let's try out Calm Bliss. Okay, I need that too. Okay, so Calm Bliss. This one is supposed to be evoking tranquility and serenity. It's supposed to have a very floral and aromatic character. So I'm wondering if I like it. The top notes are going to be bergamot, sweet neroli, if I'm saying that right, lavandin oil. The heart notes are orange flower absolute, refreshing watery accord, and the base is warm tonka bean accord, white musk, and I don't know this one, orange concrete, orris Oris Concrete, something like that. All right. We all want a little calm and bliss in our lives sometimes. So let's see how this one does. I mean, I could see it feels a little floral. I can pick up on the floral. It's not a favorite floral though, I'm not gonna lie, behind the other floral. I wouldn't describe that as calming to me. It's a little strong for calming, in my opinion. I don't think that would be a favorite of mine. I mean, it's interesting. I can definitely pick up on the floral. I mean, maybe the bergamot, but I don't know. There's a slight twist that doesn't feel as sweet to me, I think, is what it is. All right, now the last one we have is this Cosmic Power. And this is supposed to be spicy amber. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like that. Luxurious, opulent spices is what they're going for. So Cosmic Power to me seems somewhat similar to the Magic Energy. To me, it seems like, I don't know, I think of cosmic and magic as the same, but maybe a slight twist on this. So the other one was kind of more energizing. This is more opulent, maybe, is what they're going for. So top notes are going to be bold black pepper and cinnamon bark oil, bergamot oil, and woody elemi, if I'm saying that right. Heart notes are opulent rose, frankincense accord. Oh my, I'm picking up on very hippie here. And then base, mystical amber, vanilla bean, and powdery musks. I have a feeling this is going to be not my vibe. I'm going to try. Yeah, I smell that frankincense. I can smell the frankincense. Oh my, yeah, no. This is definitely your ultimate. When I said hippie before, this is what I meant. This is your frankincense one. And I've done the essential oils and stuff that have certain purposes. So I do like having this sometimes for certain like medicinal purposes, honestly. But it's not necessarily a scent that I want to wear in my perfume going out. So this is not going to be me. This is not my vibe. Okay. That's all 6 of them. Let's see if we can try to rank them. I think, let's go backwards to forwards. So we're going to rank 6 up to 1. I am sorry, I'm going to have to say Cosmic Power is last. Just a little too frankincense-y for me and strong. Honestly, the More Sex is probably number 5. It's a little too leathery for me. I'm not a leather accord kind of person. But like I said, I think if it was in a candle where I was going for that very like warm, sensual cabin emotion, I would like it in a candle. I just don't want to wear it on me. And honestly, if my dude had that scent on, I'd like it. I just don't want to wear it on me. Doesn't feel as feminine for me personally. So that would be number 5. Number 4, I think that Calm Bliss one, it smelled a little floral, but not in a sweet way for me. So it's not my favorite floral. So that one was kind of like, down there for me. So my top 3, I thought Love was going to be at the top, but no, I think Love might come in at 3. I liked Love. You definitely pick up on a little more of those, was it rosy, or maybe there were some rose hints in there. It was a little strong. Definitely going to be more of a date night one. Not my typical always like favorite perfume scents, but still one I would wear. It was nice. I did like it. Definitely had a romantic feel to it, but it was probably not my top ones. So I'm between the Magic Energy and Joyful. Those were probably my two favorites. I think I'm going to say Magic Energy for number 2 for me. It had that like pop. I wasn't expecting to love it so much, but there was something very unique about it, and I ended up really liking it. So I think that was my number 2. But my number 1, as I expected it just from reading the notes, was Joyful, because that's usually my typical vibe. That joyful, floral, coconutty. It wasn't really super coconutty, but like there was a summery, joyful bouquet of flower type scent to it. And that's usually my vibe. I am a floral and fruity girl. So yeah, so those are my rankings. So 1, Joyful, 2, Magic Energy, 3 would be Love, 4 would be Calmful Bliss, or Calm Bliss, 5, Cosmic Power, no, 5, More Sex, and 6, Cosmic Power. That's how I rank them. All right, guys, so I am so curious if you guys have tried these or want to try these. I would love to compare notes and hear your thoughts on them if you have sniffed them or if you own them. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're picking them up. Make sure that you love fragrance and new releases and luxury beauty as well. You'll want to stick around the channel. I'm really getting into fragrance now. I'm loving this idea of ranking fragrances. So fun to do. And I do a lot of like the new releases and shopping and reviews for you so that you don't have to. I also cover a lot of beauty boxes here on the channel. It's a great way to sample a lot of beauty. We get a lot of fragrance in our beauty boxes. So if all of that stuff interests you, you'll want to stick around and pop that subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.